HSM I don't know what should I understand. Sure. See. Is this Mingla?
Yeah.
What she's doing? Should we go inside?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Mingla?
Oh my god.
Why are you crying?
No, this video made me feel so sad.
What is the video you are watching?
It's about an abandoned baby in hospital. Let's watch together.
Okay.
This is 5-month-old Abigail Lynn. She was born with a rare genetic condition that doesn't allow the bones to develop in her face. The infant's mother didn't want to raise her alone, so she put her up for adoption. But the family that was supposed to give this little girl a loving home decided not to adopt her after seeing her face. They left her abandoned at the hospital. Abigail's biological mother, Christina, says she's a precious miracle that was meant to be with her real family. She's now decided to raise Abigail on her own, giving this baby a life of happiness despite her looks. Be sure to watch Inside Edition.
Poor little kid, but luckily someone adopted him.
Yeah, I also agree with you. Do you realize our assignment for management accounting is also need to interview a person who doing this charity event?
Yeah.
I think we can find Mr. Aziz because he have do a charity event in the hospital.
Oh, really? Okay, I agree with Kashan.
Okay, so let's go interview Mr. Aziz.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes.
Today we are going to interview some questions about the charity program.
Yes. No
So
problem.
the first question is, what is the charity program about?
So this is a charity program that lead by Miss Azliza and Miss Nazrozila to give or to donate money and food and other goods to the pediatric white children in Tunku Jaffar Hospital. Yes.
Oh. So actually, what is the position that sir you perform in this charity event?
So in this charity program, I more perform on a logistic as a logistic manager, where I more to booking the place, booking the the vehicle and everything.
Oh. So actually in this event, how many people are involved?
For the lecturers is around 10 to 15 lecturers, and for the student is more than 50 students, because we have a MGT lecturer that perform GNS General Study lecturer and law lecturer and me and other like accounting lecturer and others.
Oh, quite a lot of people to join this event.
Yes.
So what activity had been done before and during the event?
Before the event, we have done the fundraising where we try to collect the money with using the fundraising, where we do the car wash, and we also do the selling the nasi lemak, brownies, and there is a fundraising from the general studies lecturers also and the student.
So any interesting thing happened during the program?
Interesting in terms of the staff, we are the one who prepare the nasi lemak and everything. We are the one, the different lecturer are the one who prepare each condiment, each rice and other things, and we gather together in this activity room in Fopkal, and then we are the one who make the nasi lemak, and that's the interesting things that I think as I remember.
Oh. So basically, what is the objective of this charity?
The main objective of this charity to show to the student and the staff about giving things to the people that are more needed. That's the main one. Other than that, we also want to have staff engagement, the engagement between staff and the student. We do one project and then we can do together in that situation.
So actually, did you reach your objective after the event?
Yes.
May I know what is the process in order to let you say the objective is reached?
The first one, we have an objective to give the money in terms of the goods and everything. Our plan is actually, if I'm not mistaken, is around 2,000 ringgit, but we achieved around 4,000 ringgit. That's one of the objective. Another objective is to make sure people they aware about the things that we need to give more, do more charity to the people. So that's how that's objective we measure in terms of now. Because of the previous charity, now we have new one that we call as a mental health awareness charity. So in this situation, a lot of people they involved because of previous charity. So it's, for us, it's just like because of previous charity is successful, then now a lot of people want to join with us.
May I know how you encourage your team to achieve the objective of the event?
Okay, actually, in this event, because many of them is they involved because of voluntarily they want to do something to the society, and that's why there is not much related with the encouraging. The main one that we use to encourage is to just use the word we need to give something to the society. Other than that, because most of the staff they involved in the voluntary, they perform well more than that because they really want to help the society.
Yes, we also agree with your point. So the next question is, what are the problems and challenges faced to start this charity program?
So the problem that faced by us is a lot, but the one that faced by me usually is in the fundraising part, where we have 4 plans to fundraise the money. The first one is to sell nasi lemak, the second one is to sell brownies, third is to do the car wash, and then fourth is with using GNS, the GNS event fundraising. The main one is a car wash plan, where we didn't achieve as we expect. Our target is to get around 1,000 ringgit per week, but we didn't get it because of maybe the promotion is not there or advertisement. People don't know about the things, and in terms of the target, we didn't achieve and it's way far from our target. So that's the challenges that we face in the fundraising part. That's the main one.
Oh, so how you manage to handle and solve the problem?
So because we already know at earlier stage, we already know that we won't achieve that target. So what we do, we more focus on other part of fundraising, where we selling more nasi lemak, more brownies to cover up whatever money that we already lost in that car wash.
Oh, okay. So actually, what are the experience and skills gained through this charity program?
The skill is more to problem solving, because sometimes it's not always that we will get whatever things we want. Sometimes there will be some problem. In that situation, we need to quickly make some decision to solve that problem. About the experience, is a good experience where you will feel like it's not always that people need to give you something, but sometimes you also will feel like you need to give something to the society. At the same time, is something that we need to learn in our life, where we need to look to the people that is below us compared to people above us, because when we look to the people below us, we will be more grateful for whatever things we have. So we won't be very stingy or very what we call as need something that more than what we are capable of. So that's the thing.
So lastly, did you think this event is very success?
For me, it's too subjective, but if you ask me whether it's successful or not, yes, it's very successful.
Is success, what do you mean successful? Like, for example, did everyone aware of the issue such as abandoned baby in the hospital?
That's one of the things, one of the objective, where our objective is to make sure people aware of this kind of things, where people abandon is of course a lot of people they realize about the risk of abandoned baby and everything. Other than that, I can say that this event successful because after that charity, nowadays a lot of people want to involve or to give want to give something to the society. So that's is things that I use to measure whether we successful or not, because nowadays in the previous the charity is just involved in the focal stuff only, but now because of it's successful, now we're doing the mental awareness event where it involves not only for focal staff and student, but it's also involve HR and other faculty members. So I can say it's more successful than what we expect. Yes.
So that's the end of our interview. Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Bye. Okay, take care.
Hey guys, regarding the interview just now, do you have any opinion or judgment?
Yes.
So, in my opinion, I think that this event is very successful and it really gives awareness to people to put more attention on this matter. The issue at the pediatric ward, such as the abandoned babies, is one of the sadness issue for me. All these abandoned babies come from some parents that have no ability to take care of them. So in this case, we can use qualitative and quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis seeks to test hypotheses and give future prediction. So in this case, raising fund is one of the quantitative way, as the fund that raised will be donated to the hospital. Then the fund can be used to buy the daily grocery in the future. Next, qualitative analysis seeks to get a deeper understanding into social interaction. For example, the learning process for all the people who join the event. We can see that more people is organizing this kind of event to raise the issue. So all these people is volunteer to join or organize the event instead of being forced. In conclusion, I really hope that this issue can be taken more serious, such as should penalize the parent who abandon their babies, and the parent must also play a role at teach their kid in this knowledge when the kids are still young to avoid this issue happen again. Thank you.
In my opinion, I think that we should organize this kind of event frequently. After watch the video and interview Mr. Aji, I feel that organize a charity event is not very easy. We have to plan how to do some fundraising to gain more money and what we want to provide in the event, how much it costs, and how to attract the people to participate in the event. There are many things that we have to consider before we start the event. Moreover, we can learn more about the cost planning. Like Mr. Aziz said, they knew the cash watch is not very attractive to people, so they focus on selling the nasi lemak and brownie to gain more money and reduce the cost. Furthermore, we can know more about the story in this world, like what they did in this event which visited the abandoned baby in the hospital. This is a very sad feeling that I knew this is a real story in our real life. Sometimes we plan we are not happiness in our life, but we are.
In my opinion, that everybody must do more charity. This is because we can help others that in need. We don't live in a perfect world, and there's never going to be a perfect time to give. But there are always people out there in need of help. Whether interest rates are rising, the economy is in the doldrums, or even if you are experiencing financial difficulties of your own, the reality is that when you donate your money, you help others who need it. During interview, we know that Mr. Aziz and his colleague do this charity event is helping the abandoned baby in hospital. The abandoned baby discovered by their parents when they born out. From this situation, we must try to help people that we need. This is because it can bring more meaning in the life. When you donate money to charity, you create opportunities to meet new people who believe in the same causes that inspire you. And making a real impact on those causes can infuse your everyday life with more meaning. If you have been stuck in a rut, Whether personally or professionally, sometimes the simple act of donating cash can do the trick in your life.
In my opinion, Mr. Aziz's charity program becomes successful and achieved their objective as well. They did a great job by donating money, foods, clothes, and other goods to pediatric children ward, especially for the abandoned babies. Nowadays, the abandoned baby issues are rising day by day in this world. The main causes of these issues are teenage pregnancies, poor social welfare in families, and physical disability. Government should take action and create awareness on these issues such as through education or campaign. The charity is the one of the way to resolve or create more awareness on these kind of problems. For example, by donating foods and clothes can make the abandoned children happy. At the same time, they won't feel alone. Other than the abandoned children, it's also useful for the people who involved in this charity. It will help them to build a performance-based culture, balance external and internal accountability. For example, in Mr. Aziz's charity event, they involve in some fundraising activities to make the event successful. It will help them on how to manage their costs in their daily life. In a nutshell, everyone should participate any of the charity event to raise awareness as well as it benefits them. That's all for my opinion. Thank you.
That's the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Never finish?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Good morning, sir. So today we are going to interview
Good
you.
afternoon lah. People they already volunteer and then we no need to encourage them much. The main thing that we use to encourage them is by telling them that to give something.
Okay.
Cut.